Richard, hi.
Hiya.
We're just seeing you out on the pitch, and just wanted to find out a little bit more about you, really, and about your story and how you become involved in the sessions.
Yeah. Well, I still play running football with Merthyr Veterans, which is on a Thursday. But one of my former colleagues has got a bit old, and he gravitated towards walking football, and he encouraged me to come along to see what it was like. I was very reticent at first because I can still get about the field a little bit, you know. But I came along over a year ago now, I think in January of last year, and I've thoroughly enjoyed, you know, every minute of it. Really, I think some of the most important things about it is the amount of skill involved, because you know you're playing on a very good surface, the 3G surface. It's exactly the same as football, you know, as ordinary football, as far as skill is concerned. In fact, you've got to be more skillful in many respects because you've got to play the ball to feet all the time.
Yeah.
And amongst the group of players that we've got here, I think on average we get at least 20 to 30 every Thursday, 10 to 11 every Thursday. And amongst, I would say the age group varies. So I'm 60 now, I'm probably one of the youngest. I think the age goes up to mid-70s. And amongst us we've got some very good ex-professional players, in fact. And there's one person in particular, John, who's played professional football at a very high level, and I think he's in his mid-70s, and his touch on the ball is absolutely outstanding. You know, he's suffering from a little bit of dementia, but if you see him on the field, you know, you can tell that he's a natural.
The reason I got involved was just over 2.5 years ago. I did an annual health check, and my cholesterol was high and my blood pressure was high. I'd never been to the doctors for donkey's years.
Okay.
And it just happened that Merthyr were advertising the walking football at the same time. So I didn't particularly want to go on medication because you hear so much about these statins and things like that. And it was so the doctor said, well, if you could do a small or a reasonable amount of exercise and lose some weight. I was 3 stone heavier than what I am now.
Can you share with us why you got involved in the session, or why you come along?
Well, basically, I like to keep active. It's I do other things. I swim, I play golf, I cycle, and I believe, you know, you should keep active for as long as you can. I honestly believe that if you don't use it, you lose it.
I've always played football up until just a couple of years ago. I was playing veterans football, and I retired from that. I think I was 62, just a shy of 62, and friend Merthyr started the walking football here, and a friend of mine kept nagging the life out of me to do walking football. I thought, oh no, I thought I was a little bit too fit to be a big headed or whatever, but eventually I relented, and now I can't get enough of it. I mean, it took me 2 weeks to get into it, because obviously you still want to run and do all that, but eventually got into it, and I just love it, and it's just really grown. I mean, we've started off about 3 aside or whatever, and now we can get about 15 aside, you know, or whatever, you know, 30 turning up, and we have a couple of games normally going, and then we try to have a competition to make it interesting. And
your initial perception of maybe the activity being a bit too easy.
Yes, to be.
Once you overcome that,
I've been I've loved sport all my life, and cricket and football and whatever, and but no, it's brilliant, and we really go for it, and we play competitions, and it's a bit of fun, and it's competitive. You know,
we can see that.
Sports fan, you don't play unless you're competitive. And
is that the same for you, Alan? Was that have you played football all your life?
No, I used to play village football.
Right.
Down in Paris.
Right.
I played up football all my life, but my wife said I wanted a hobby, so my mate plays football for Merthyr, so he said come to a couple of sessions, and ever since.
The most satisfying thing for me up here at the moment is, because I'm one of the founder members, the improvement in some of the boys.
Oh, the ability.
The ability of some of them, you know. I know, you know, not mentioning names, they couldn't kick a ball, they couldn't stop a ball. But they kept coming, and now they're enjoying it, you know.
Is it a cap to keep fit and all that?
Right.
Because, you know, you're over 50, that's why a lot of people in Merthyr should come here and for an hour, keep fit. Because it's a good bunch of lads here.
So that's your catalyst for coming, is it? To keep fit?
Because I played for the Sheriff's one as well.
Right.
We got walking football down there on a Tuesday.
Okay, so you're doing this twice a week?
3 times actually.
3 times?
Douglas.
Okay, fantastic.
He's keen, he's getting to see.
But the social side is excellent as well, because I think on average we've all sort of retired, and you build up a great amount of friendships as well. So it's something really to look forward to, not just from the physical side of it, but from the social side as well. So I built up a number of good friendships with people who I've only met since playing walking football.
So the catalyst for getting involved was probably maybe a social element for
Yes,
yourself,
well,
maybe?
yeah,
I suppose
it's
Alan, from
It's meeting new friends and
meeting new friends.
people from all backgrounds.
Okay. It's interesting you mentioned that you didn't actually join the activity, so you heard about the session from word of mouth,
Yes.
but you didn't join the session because of physical benefits, because you already actively play elsewhere.
Yeah.
But actually, there's more of a social benefit to
much
taking
more so.
part.
And you know, the camaraderie that you can get, obviously with people who've been through, you know, working and sporting life, you know, they're in their 60s to 70s, a great deal of experience built up, and you know, an enormous amount of sense of humour as well. So it really has been very good, you know, not just from my point of view, but from the social side that's been built up.
It does fill a void as well, you know,
Okay.
a couple of days a week playing football. And it's good banter with the boys as well, you know. It's sort of, you know, fact when you youth and you were playing regularly, you know.
We qualified for a tournament, the first ever walk-in football national tournament. We were representing Wales up in Hartlepool a few months ago. So sort of 12 of us went up to play, and we had lots of supporters coming up as well for the weekend, and it was an absolutely brilliant time, you know, both from a social and sporting point of view. So you know, I can't express my enjoyment enough, really. I think one of the reasons why people perhaps don't come along is if they still think that they can run about and they're not ready for walking football. But I think the actual skill involved in the game is exactly the same as normal football. It is a very, very skillful game, and we have got some very skillful players as well as people who...
So it's not just for old farts and this walking football thing, but
No,
actually
definitely
it's a skillful activity,
definitely.
which...
When we played that tournament, the national tournament up in Hartlepool, the English team won it. They were from Kent, they were Herne Bay, and they'd gone through about 20 or 30 tournaments to get there, and they took it really seriously, and you know, they were very good. You know, they knew their structures and their formations. You know, that if anything was a little bit too serious from our point of view. But nevertheless, you know, we enjoyed the experience, and you know, I can't recommend it enough, really, for anyone of, I think the age is it 55 and upwards, but you know, I think my son's a PE teacher as well, and they've started doing walking football with youngsters in school as well, because it encourages the development of the skills, you know, of ball control and passing. So I think it's very good for people of our age, but it's also good, I think, for anyone to get used to doing the skills, footballing skills.
Had you played football throughout your life?
I played in sort of my 20s and stuff like that until you get married, you have children and stuff like that. So it tends to stop a little bit, you know.
Interesting, other things came in and you couldn't continue playing
or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the other boys continued, you know. I mean, it depends how enthusiastic you are at the end of the day as well. But I enjoy it now. I enjoy it, you know, more than I've ever enjoyed it. Yeah.
And so you've got back involved for the initial catalyst was the health benefits, but what other benefits are you experiencing from taking part in the activity? I could see a bit of banter with someone behind the camera there. So
Well, I said it is, as I say, it's a banter and a good set of lads, and we have a good laugh on a Thursday, you know, as well. You can see it by here now, you know.
Yeah,
Nobody goes home, we all come in here, we have a cup of tea, and a biscuit or whatever, we have a chat and we have a joke, and I think that's what it's all about as well.
have you noticed a real difference in some of the participants from a health perspective?
Oh yes, I've noticed people who've lost weight.
Right.
You know, I've noticed people, I thought, I remember him, you know, his
Yeah.
belly's gone a bit. Yeah, people are looking healthier, looking fitter, you know.
Yeah.
But it's about, I mean, you're out in the fresh air for 1 hour and it's beneficial.
So you'll so how does that make you feel now for the rest of today, now that you've taken part in that activity?
Oh good, you know, well, you've lost your sluggishness, you know. You've come up here, you've got up, you've had your breakfast, you've come up here and you're set up for the day.
Right.
You
So
know.
it provides you with a bit of structure for the day as well?
Of course it does, yeah, of course it does, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your catalyst for getting involved in the session was maintaining fitness. This isn't a new,
Maintaining
it's
fitness,
not a new
yeah.
activity for you. You haven't engaged, but what other benefits have you found about taking part in the activity?
Well, the friendship, isn't it?
Okay.
You know, the more you've got to know more people, because some of these boys come from a distance.
Right.
There's one coming from Blackwood, and they come from Triaris.
How much does a session cost?
£3.
£3. What do you expect for that?
It's cheaper
£3?
down here.
biscuits.
It's freedom.
Tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits. Yeah. What about the organisation of the session? What do you expect when you?
Oh, respect the referee.
You expect a referee?
Yeah. But we self-regulate it a lot, and you know, we try and get it all organised properly. And as I see, there's a bit of cheating goes on, there's a bit of running, but we get in there slowly. But but it's good fun. I mean, we really enjoy it, and I say we have camaraderie is great, and you know, we played in a tournament up in Hartlepool a couple of weeks back. We went up and we represented Wales and against England and Scotland, didn't we? And
I went up to support them.
yeah, and we had
Right.
we had a good time with them, and hopefully we'll do the same next year. If we win the local competition, we'll go for it again next year. Yeah, it's good fun.
So you've built quite a reputation here then of a strong walking football
But it
activity.
is, isn't it? You can see how many are out there. Yeah.
And that number's grown quite
That's
considerably
grown
over
from the
a short amount of time.
beginning. I think it's 10, 15, you know, something around about that it used to be.
Right.
But now it's up to 20 plus.
Yeah.
You know, there was 20 out there today, I believe.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's more than that.
But it's the word of mouth and additional marketing and promotion.
And Merthyr Football Club, you know, they promote it, you know, on the website and in the match day programs. It's always here, and you know, it's fair play, they're keen. You know.
And do you notice a real difference now when you leave the activity today? Are you brighter? Are you happier?
Of course, after exercise, you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. I mean,
Fantastic.
I love it. I mean,
Does it make a big difference being able to play on the pitch now for this activity, as opposed to going to a leisure centre and taking part?
Oh, it's better on
It's
here.
better to come up into the club, is it?
I spent some time down in Pembrokeshire in Tenby, and about a month ago I played, my friend invited me to play walking football there, indoors, but totally different to ours. The ball couldn't go above head height,
Right.
etc, etc. I'm not sure we played to the rules here, you know, strictly.
But the focus is
Friendship,
enjoyment,
exercise, fresh air. And it's incredible. We come here in all weathers, snow, rain, hailstone, everybody.
Yeah.
That's how keen they are, that's how enthusiastic people are, you know, it's incredible.
Well,
what would they been doing otherwise, you know?
It's bitterly
Probably
cold today,
watching,
but still it was a great turnout.
Yeah, you know, it gets you out of the house, doesn't it?